Hello fellow teammates, and welcome back to the IN team. In today's video, we'll be going over the Bale office locations. So like in our other guides, we'll be showing you an aerial look of each office and their position on the map, any businesses or popular locations nearby, and lastly, give you our pros and cons of each location. No matter if it's a first-time purchase or you're switching locations, this guide will help you determine what's the best Bale office for your gaming style. So, to get started, you need to go to the Maze Bank foreclosures, then select the Bale office category to filter out all other business types. As you can see, there are 5 Bale office locations to choose from, with a majority in the city of Los Santos. Missions will take you all over the map. You see, this one took us to Paleto Bay. So, like most business locations, it's really going to depend on your playing style and where you spend most of your time in the game. One thing you may want to factor into your decision is the Bale office main entrance and garage location. Most missions in GTA Online require you to return to or deliver an item to a business, so having easy access to those entrances could be a key factor. For Bale offices, you'll most likely be returning to the garage entrance. And side note, almost all businesses have a keypad at their main entrance, so keep that in mind. If you see one, there's a high chance that that's a building you can purchase. So starting farthest north, we have the Paleto Bay office. This Bale office can be purchased for a little over $1.6 million, making it the cheapest location. This office is connected to other businesses, but you can easily travel around them. Here is the garage, and the main entrance is here on the left. As you can see, there's tons of space to park your vehicles or land a helicopter in front or behind the office. And you're able to access the roof. If you're facing the front of the office, you'll have to go around to the left side of the building and climb up on top of this dumpster and the stacked pallets. That will get you to the first part of the roof. Then use one of the 2 units to climb up to the main part. And as you can see, there's a lot of space to land a helicopter or a small plane. Businesses and points of interest will be limited this far north, but there are a few things here, like this 2-car garage and a couple 2- and 6-car garage apartments. There's also a clothing store and a tattoo shop. The Beaker's garage is a couple blocks down as well. There's a few MC businesses, the Paleto Bay facility, and there's also the Pixel Pete Arcade and Paleto Bay Salvage Yard. Like we said, there's not a lot of noteworthy businesses nearby this office, as it's at the top of the map, but that also means it's in a low-trafficked area. This location provides a lot of open space, quick access to the main entrance and garage, you can access the roof, and it has the lowest price. Yet the extended duration for mission completement and its distance from the city and major points of interest or businesses such as warehouses, the casino, docks, pier, arena, or airport may be a deterrent for some. Next, we have the downtown Vinewood Bale office. This is the closest office to Blaine County and the most expensive, costing a little over $2.6 million. This location is attached on the left side and the garage is in the back of this one, but the entrance does sit inside a decent parking lot, so you'll have a lot of space to park an MOC, land a helicopter, or a small plane. And you can access this location's roof as well. All you need to do is go to the garage entrance and run up this hill to climb onto the top. There's a billboard up here, but there's still plenty of space to land most flying vehicles. And you can make your way back to the main entrance by jumping over these bushes on the right. This location sits in the heart of Vinewood, surrounded by several businesses and points of interest. Off the same road, you have the ammunition and the Highwick Agency. A couple blocks down from there, you have the casino and the freak shop. This is actually the closest office to both of these locations. And it's also close to the downtown Vinewood and West Vinewood nightclub, the Vinewood backlot, large cargo warehouse, the Eclipse 50-car garage, 8-bit arcade, and the Eclipse apartments. And directly down the street this office is on, you have the Arcadius and Maze Bank Tower. You can see them in the backdrop there. The downtown Vinewood Bale office is the closest office to Blaine County and Los Santos. Closest to the casino and freak shop, it is surrounded by several other businesses and points of interest and has roof access, but it sits in an extremely high trafficked area. The garage is in the back of the building and it has the highest price tag, which could be an issue for some. Next up is the Del Perro Bale office. This office has a price tag slightly above $2.3 million, and it sits the farthest west, and is the closest location to any bunker, specifically the Chumas bunker and the airbase hangars. This is another attached location. The main entrance and garage are right next to each other, which is really convenient. It's also positioned in an alleyway, which has several entrances and exits. This is a really nice feature of this location. It's in another highly trafficked area, so multiple entry and exit points will come in hand when dealing with NPCs and other players in free roam. We couldn't find a way to access the roof from the ground, but a few of the surrounding buildings in the alley have roof access that you can utilize. There are several businesses and points of interest nearby this location, such as the Longbank and Maze Bank West executive offices and the Del Perro Heights apartments, and the Insert Coin Arcade and Golf Course, which are down the street. You're also close to the pier. You can see the Ferris wheel in the distance here. There's also the Vespucci Canal and Del Perro nightclub. And the Del Perro nightclub is almost within walking distance of this office. A block behind that is the Clucking Bell access point, and it's also not too far from 3 agencies: Vespucci Canals, Rockford Hills, and the Little Seoul Agency. The Del Perro bail office is one of the few locations that provides easy access to both entrances. Its connected alleyway positioning provides several access points to the office and allows for a low-key gameplay within a highly populated area. It's the closest office to the pier, airbase hangars, and a bunker. It also sits near several other businesses and points of interest, including the Clucking Bell access point, 2 nightclubs, 2 executive offices, and 3 agencies. However, it's still located in a highly trafficked area. It's the second farthest office from a casino and docks, and it has no roof access, which may be a problem for some. This brings us to the Mission Row bail office, which can be purchased for a little over $2.3 million, making it the second most expensive location. This location is attached, but sits on a corner, so it still has quick access to both entrances. The connected buildings to this office has a huge parking lot as the roof, which is perfect for parking or landing large vehicles. But unfortunately, you have to travel around the back to the parking lot entrance to access the roof, so no direct roof access. And there's a big con to this office. It's located right across the street from a police station. Really easy to get a wanted level, so you may want to think twice before you get in a shootout at this location. And I guess to counter that, the Mission Row office has a hidden perk, which we think is pretty awesome. And that is, it sits next to an aircraft spawn location. If you request an aircraft in this area, it will spawn in the canal directly across from the office. Most of the time, you have to travel a few blocks to get to your aircraft, so this will save you tons of time. As far as businesses and points of interest, you have the Mission Row Auto Shop and Nightclub that are down the street in different directions. Directly across from the canal, you have a couple 10 and 6 car garages, the Darnell Bros large cargo warehouse, an ammunition, and the Videogeddon arcade. There's another 10-car garage next to the arcade, as well as the La Mesa Auto Shop. The Mission Row bail office has easy access to both entrances. It's close to several businesses and points of interest, connected to a huge roof parking lot, and is next to an aircraft spawn point. But it's the second most expensive location and sits directly across from a police station, which may be hard to ignore for some players. Finally, this brings us to the Davis bail office, which can be purchased for $2 million, making it the second cheapest location and the cheapest location in Los Santos. This is another attached location. Here's the main entrance, and the garage is in the back within a parking lot, big enough to park just about anything you need. You can access the roof of this location by jumping up this wall and using the ladder. It's separated into 3 sections, but there's a lot of open space up there. This location is closest to the docks, and there's actually a lot of other businesses and points of interest near this one. From the roof, you can see the Rancho Auto Shop on the corner of the block. This location is close to the David Vehicle Warehouse and Arcade, and you can see the arena in the background. That area is a hotspot for gang activity, so keep that in mind when considering this location. There's also the Old Power Station and Frigid Medium Cargo Warehouse, and the convenience store Lockup Small Cargo Warehouse. Then the La Puerta Vehicle Warehouse and Salvage Yard, and there's a barber shop directly next door. The Davis bail office has a private back lot for its garage, has roof access, is near several major businesses and points of interest. It's the closest to the arena and docks, and it's the cheapest location in Los Santos. But the Davis region also has a lot of gang activity, and the office is also the farthest from Blaine County and from some popular locations such as the casino and pier, which may be an issue for some. As mentioned earlier, these are all great locations, and the bail office missions will take you all over the map, so the best spot will really depend on your playing style and where you spend most of your time in the game. So, you've heard our thoughts, now we want to know yours. Let us know what features you liked or didn't like about these locations. Tell us which bail office you ended up purchasing. Did the distance from the pier, docks, or casino play a factor? And if you're switching locations, let us know what caused you to switch. Thank you all for watching. We hope this guide helps you find your new location. If it did, a like goes a long way. Subscribe if you're new with notifications, and we'll see you next time, teammates.